What's up guys, and welcome to episode number 198 of career mode. Sorry, I just want to be a bit dramatic there. Yes, so close to 200. It is of course going up on Saturday morning. So yeah, hopefully you're all excited for that, and yeah, it should be good fun. But anyway, it's 198 today, and we take on Wigan here. Wigan at the Stadium of Light, and here in the 9th minute we got off to a fantastic start. Jack Christie with a fantastic diving header after the ball was crossed in, and it's Sunderland 1, Wigan 0. Very pleasing indeed, but straight from kickoff. Now, in the last episode I talked about a QPR player that always scores against us when he plays. His name is Lomba something Nascimento. I think it's Lombardo Nascimento, and when we play against West Brom we always concede to a guy called Lee Wim. And when we play against Wigan, we tend to concede to a player with the name. You'll find him in just a minute. Here goes the cross. It's played back to Chadley. There he is, Chadley with the goal. This guy scores against me whenever we play against Wigan at the Stadium of Light or at home. And yes, Wigan makes it, Chadley makes it Sunderland 1, Wigan 1. So 1-1 here. But in the 34th minute, Jack Christie crosses the ball in and finds Ocampos. Got very lucky there. I never get any luck on FIFA, let alone real life, but or real life, let alone FIFA. But got very lucky there, and the ball finds the back of the net for an own goal. But Kurt Zuma scores here. Zuma makes it 3-1, and at this stage the game was pretty much over as Richard Gape takes a tumble, and the score is Sunderland 3, Wigan 1. But he see Wigan give the ball away once again. Cuvelier picks the ball up here as we go on the counter. This is such a great piece of fast break moving here as Cuvelier plays the ball out wide to Ocampos. Ocampos down left hand side had so much room to skill, tried to do a bit of skill with the keepy uppies. Actually got a bit lucky there. Again, didn't think that was a penalty, but it was given, and the referee gives it. And that Eli guy was having a mare. First conceding an own goal, then giving away a penalty. We give it to Richard Gape. Gape, of course, our unsung hero, our captain at the moment, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Richard Gape scores anyway from the penalty spot, and he makes it Sunderland 4, Wigan 1, which is how the game finishes. So very nice to get the 3 points there, plus a very convincing win as well against quite a subpar team, Wigan Athletic. They play some good football, but on the game they don't really play that well, and they don't tend to rob me of 3 points too many times. But yeah, the 3 points was there, and I was very pleased with that indeed. But Blackburn wanted a bit more money for Luke Gale, and I said, yeah, that's fine, because he'll fit into the side well as a holding midfielder, whereas Cuvelier, I've said about Cuvelier before, he doesn't really fit into the side. He doesn't really play well in the CAM slot, and playing CDM isn't right for him because, of course, of those work rates being high attacking and medium defensive. So he fits in well playing CM, but no other position. So Cuvelier looks like he's on his way to Blackburn, and Gale is coming to us, and that would be very pleasing news for us indeed. We're basically just swapping a more advanced player for a more defensive one who is younger and I believe has more potential. So that's pretty much the reasoning behind this piece of business. But also Mankilo, we went through in the last episode. You see me constantly asking Atletico Madrid whether they'd like Joe Riley or not, because Joe Riley has been kicking up a fuss since the day we signed him. He's always commenting on news articles and saying, let me leave the club, give me more money. It's so annoying, play me more. It's so annoying. Joe Riley just there's players like Belazica that just sit in my reserves and never complain. They're just happy whenever you pick them. But then there's players like Joe Riley that just complain every single step of the way, and that pisses me off. So Joe Riley, hopefully we can sell him, and we'll get Mankilo in to sit in the reserves instead. But anyway, we take on Wolves. Why did I say Richard Gate was my captain in the last episode? Sorry, the last game. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, we take on Wolves in this game, and yeah, we take on Wolves, and we just about beat them in the last episode by a 1-0. So I was determined to make sure we wouldn't concede in this episode and take the lead early on, so we wouldn't be up against it in the last few minutes. And Wakaso scored in the 20th minute, so I was very pleased with that. But 47 minutes in, Nathan Redmond comes down the right hand side here. Lovely fake shot by Redmond, gets inside here, plays the ball out wide to Richard Gape, and he unfortunately hits the post. So very unfortunate there from Richard Gape, and yeah, the ball ends up hitting the post. But he sees us go on a counter once again. Ocampos down the left hand side here, plays the ball back to Marcano. Marcano sees the run of Ocampos, finds him with his left foot, plays him through. The Argentine is 1-on-1, and he smashes the ball into the near post. Near post OP. Ocampos makes it 2-0 to Sunderland. And we win a free kick in injury time. We give it to Felipe Marcano, who's yet to score a free kick for us. He doesn't have fantastic stats, but I let fly with Felipe Marcano, but unfortunately the keeper tips it over the bar. So 2-0 the final score. A decent win against, like I say, a team that seems to be a bit of a bogey team for us. Really did struggle in the last episode, but this time we get a 2-0 win, let alone a 1-0 win. Other than a 1-0 win. And yeah, very nice indeed. And yeah, good 3 points for us. No, that was the FA Cup, sorry. Was it? Yeah, that was the FA Cup, I think. Yeah, it was. It was the FA Cup, and we go through to the next round, the FA Cup. But anyway, Celtic accept the £10 million bid for Andy Evans. We sold Leandro Fernandez for £14 million. We'll pick up Andy Evans for £10 million. At the end of the day, it's just a reserve striker, and it's just saving a bit of money, really. And that's very nice indeed. We take on Bolton in the Capital One Cup semi-final first leg here. So taking on Bolton, of course, I was feeling so confident coming into this game. We've won the Capital One Cup 2 years in a row. So this is the time to make it 3 years in a row. And Hisi Watamelio coming through here down the right hand side. This guy's got so much pace, it's unreal. He must be Iron Robin's regen, surely. Crosses the ball into the far post, and there is Mayoral who slides in. Like I say, this guy scores with his left foot more times than his right foot. It's crazy, but Mayoral scores and makes it 1-0 to Sunderland. But on the half-time stroke, Gaza makes a great save, and then the referee gives a penalty. Oh, what was I doing? Cuvelier, he was saying, why are you selling me? Because you're selling me, I'm going to give away a penalty. Cuvelier dives in and gives away a penalty here. 45 minutes in, looked as though it's going to be Sunderland 1, Bolton 1, because Gaza never saves penalties, but he does here. Paulo Gazzaniga with the penalty save. Wasn't that nice? Gaza with a penalty save, but his hard work was almost undone straight away as we gave the ball away, but thankfully Bolton couldn't put the ball into the back of the net, and it goes out for a goal kick. So Gaza with the penalty save to keep us 1-0 up. Here you see a fantastic ball played through to Jack Christie, 1-1 with the goalkeeper. And how about this? How often do I chip the ball over the keeper from range? Not often. Well, it's not range, but you know, it's not a dink over the goalkeeper. But fantastic chip by Jack Christie. Rarely ever do that. And Christie makes it 2-0 to Sunderland. That's how the game finishes as we beat Bolton at the Stadium of Light. Gaza with a penalty save. We're so pleased with that. And yeah, fantastic win. And yeah, just very pleased indeed to get the win there, and it should set up a very interesting second leg where we should be going through to the Capital One Cup final at this rate. Touch wood, no jinx. But anyway, here you see Luke Gale say he wants to understand the role of the club, which is perfectly fine with me. We give him squad rotation status because he will be a bench player really, whilst Craig Gibson is injured like he is at the moment. And also Atletico Madrid, they just did not want to let go of Manquillo, and they did not want Joe Riley either. But United bid for Jose Rodriguez, a very good holding midfielder, very good CM, and we asked for £7.5 million. That's more than we signed him for, and they say yes. Jose Rodriguez has always been a bit of a reserve player, a bit of a fringe player, so you know, if we can make a bit of money off him, we will do so as we look to improve the squad. And he looks like he's on his way to United, so he's been one of those really consistent players. Really, he's like Belazika. We've barely used him, but when we do, he's been really decent. You know, he's been nothing special, but a decent player. So yeah, it's going to be sad to see him go, but you know, like I say, a bit of extra cash is always nice. And yeah, like I say, he's been one of those really consistent players, and hopefully he will do well for Manchester United. He's done very well for us. But anyway, Atletico Madrid just weren't going to let go of Manquillo, but I was just so pissed off with Joe Riley. He just wouldn't get an offer, and he wasn't going to leave the club any other way. So yeah, it looks like he's on his way to Atletico Madrid. It does seem like a bit of a stupid deal, but I'm just fed up with all those news articles and fed up with him bringing the place down. You know, his morale is bringing the place down. So Joe Riley looks like he's on his way to Atletico Madrid, and we'll replace him with Manquillo, who's got an awesome crossing and curve stat. So he could be a fantastic attacking fullback. But anyway, we take on Chelsea here at the Stamford Bridge. Taking on Chelsea, they beat us, of course, in the first game of the season. And Shaglar Yelen gets us off to a fantastic start. Just 11 minutes in, Mignolet makes a good save, but Yelen is there to head the ball in at the second time of asking, and he makes it 1-0 to Sunderland. But only 5 minutes later, Neymar crosses the ball in, and it's a free header for Lovren. That was awful defending. Don't know what happened there, and Lovren makes it Chelsea 1, Sunderland 1. But 19 minutes later, Chelsea get the ball here. It's Nana Welbeck who skips past Manini, crosses the ball in. It's a good block by Shaglar Yelen, but unfortunately Neymar gets to the rebound first and makes it Chelsea 2, Sunderland 1. Was determined not to lose for the second time this season against Chelsea, because like I say, they probably will be our main title title rivals, and we do want to make sure we can get at least a few points off them this season. But Hisi Wakaso coming through in a 50th minute, lovely stuff from Wakaso, chips the ball to the far post, and how about that for Ocampos? No smash, no no real power behind it that could have been really badly accurate. Sorry, really poorly accurate. Does that make sense? Real poor accuracy. It's just a simple chip over the defender that was rushing in, and it goes into the back of the net to make it Chelsea 2, Sunderland 2. But Chelsea, they weren't lying down. They wanted to come back straight from kickoff here. Dean Conte down the left-hand side gives the ball away. It comes to Nathan Redmond, who skips past Nathan Ake. Fantastic hustle from Nathan Redmond down the right-hand side, crosses the ball in, and there is a fantastic volley by Matthew Wakaso. He doesn't have too much to his game that's spectacular, but he does have some fantastic volleys. He scored some good volleys for us, and although that was quite simple, that was on his weak foot, and he needed to be composed there. So Chelsea 2, Sunderland 3. But Hisi Redmond coming through here. Nice dribbling from Redmond. His shot is well saved by Minale, but Wakaso, how did he not finish that? Basically an open goal, and he hits the post, and unfortunately we'll be made to pay, because in the 75th minute we give the ball away. We're here with Sim. Piazon finds Josh McEachran. His shot is well saved, but there is Oscar, and the Brazilian playmaker makes it 3-3 here. So a fantastic game for the neutral here at Stamford Bridge, but unfortunately we didn't want the draw, we wanted the win. But remember at the start of the episode when I said Richard Gape was my captain, I said why was that? Why did I say that? Well, it is because our captain is a man down. Manini goes down, man down, man down. Manini is down, and unfortunately he is going to be out for 3 months. So Manini is out and injured for 3 months. Our captain is missing. He'll have to be replaced by Stephen Corker. He's not a bad replacement, but even so, the captain's armband will now go to Richard Gape. He's like our Cesc Fabregas, you know. He's a young captain for us, and yeah, Gape will take over the captain's armband. The 17-year-old will take the captain's armband. He's our real leader, you know, our passion, our fiery passion man that's going to lead us in Manini's absence. So Gape will take over captain's armband, and Manini is going to be out for 3 months. So that absolutely sucks. But anyway, we have a couple of scouting updates here, and there are some okay players, but most of them only look good because they've only been scouted by 1 month, and you need to wait for 2 or 3 really to get a good reflection of who they are and how good they will be. But Jackson Prosser, whilst Manini is out injured, I thought maybe I'll sign this guy just to sit on the reserves, and also Medina Luna. He'll probably cost us a lot more money, so I doubt we're going for him even if City accept the deal. But Andy Evans accepts the contract, so that's a reserve striker. Leandro Fernandez has been replaced, and he'll do fine on the reserves really, and of course he's English, which is always nice for us, as I like to sign as many homegrown players as possible. But here you see Atletico Madrid finally accept the transfer for Manquillo. It's 4.75 million plus Joe Riley. It's a lot of money plus a decent backup fullback, so I know it seems like a stupid deal, but I'm just fed up with Joe Riley's morale and fed up with his constant whinging. So Riley looks like he's on his way to Atletico Madrid, and we will sign Manquillo. And then of course, my luck, of course, straight after that a bid comes in for Joe Riley. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, and I'll see you for an episode of Our Squad tomorrow, and an episode of Career Mode, episode number 199 on Thursday.